Welcome back to the third session of our financial management workshop. We've been discussing how to manage your personal finance, and in the last session, that is the second session of this workshop, we discussed about budgeting, and in this third session, we are going to be looking at building a savings culture. How you want to discuss why and how you can build the culture of saving. Now, saving money is an essential habit that ensures our financial stability and prepares us for emergencies. I'm sure that you are watching this video, you already know how important savings is. The importance of saving money is not a problem to you. The problem you may likely have poor financial habits. You don't have good financial habits. Low income. When you have low income, your expenses is always above your income, and then lack of planning. These are some of the reasons why I suppose that you have not been able to save. So in this workshop, in this session of the workshop, we are going to be looking at the importance of saving, practical strategies for building a savings culture, and also the tips on making savings a consistent habit. We are going to be showing you some of the things you need to do consistently, you need to do to be able to save consistently. Now, to begin, why is saving so important? Why is saving so important? Number one is the fact that savings enables you to prepare for emergencies. Whether you like it or not, in this life of ours, in this universe, there will always be unexpected expenses. There are expenses that you will not be able to plan for. There will always be those situations that you didn't plan will occur. You are coming out of your house that Monday morning, you didn't know that your phone is going to fall down. The phone fell down, and now the screen is broken. You have to look for the 20,000 naira to go and fix the screen. Or maybe 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira, depending on the grade of the phone you are using. Right? You didn't plan. There are so many things not be able to plan for. Accidents. In general, we can categorize them as accidents, things that happen out of our control, mistakes that we make. Right? So, medical bills, falling ill is something you don't have control over. Of course, you can take precautions and practice some things that will help your health, but again, you can't tell when you are going to fall sick, right? And these are things that will happen and that will require our attention financially, and sometimes hugely so. They require very huge financial commitment. You need to be able to be prepared for these things, right? Next is financial independence. Another reason why you need to build a savings culture is so that you can have some financial autonomy, can have some financial independence. One of the things that will push you into borrowing, into debt, and into losing your financial independence is emergencies. If you save and you have enough money to take care of any emergency that may come up, you have very high level of financial independence. Why? Because whatever comes up, you have savings in place to take care of it. You don't need to go and borrow from anybody. You don't need to go and beg anybody. So it is very, very critical for you to save, at least for the purpose of achieving some level of financial independence and reliance. And the next is investment opportunities. You can't tell when an investment opportunity will meet you. Many times, some of you watching this video or participating in this workshop can testify to the fact that you have lost certain investment opportunities because you don't have the money. But if you have started saving small in the last 2 years, in the last 2 years, in the last 1 year, you could tell that at least by now you could have had something to take up that opportunity, because opportunity don't announce ahead, right? Opportunities are things that just come up, and if you have the money, of course, you take advantage of it. You can, whether you are talking about somebody who wants to sell his phone or his house at a very cheap price, what we call desperate sales. Those who wants to make desperate sales, they need the money urgently and they want to sell it urgently. Something that is an asset that you could have, assuming you have been saving, you could have had that money and make that purchase. You have lost the opportunity. Or you talk about buying shares. Suddenly, the company or a business have announced its shares and you don't have the money. Why? Because you don't have savings. So savings help you to really prepare for investment opportunities. And then another benefit of savings is reduction of stress. Savings help you reduce stress. If you have money saved and there are emergencies, you don't have to think too much. Now, think about Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. B has savings enough to take care of certain emergencies. Mr. B doesn't. Once an emergency occurs, once two of them are involved in an accident, you see, the level of stress that Mr. B, who doesn't have savings, will face is different from the level of stress that Mr. A, who has the savings, will face. Right? Because Mr. A has a savings. Mr. B is going to, everything Mr. B is going to go through in that agony is going to be times 2. Because even the finances to pay for the medication and every other expenses that he needs to take care of, is not available, it's not there. So he goes through a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of stress, cumulated with any form of physical injuries that he may have. Savings is very, very, very important. You cannot overemphasize the importance of saving. Whatever it is you are doing, have some money set aside somewhere. It gives you peace of mind. Even when there is no accident, knowing that you have a certain amount of money elsewhere, give you certain level of confidence. Like I always say, declare yourself broke before you are broke. What that means is that take up some money into the savings account and declare yourself broke, even though you still have money, but you have intentionally declared that you are broke. So you are able to take precautions against impulsive buying, and this is very, very critical. Now, how do you develop a savings habit? Because for some of us, the habit is not just there. And I want to believe that having given you certain reasons already, 4 reasons that I've given you. Number 1 is to prepare for emergency. Number 2 is for financial independence. Then number 3 is for investment opportunities. And then number 4 is for stress reduction. That you are beginning to have interest in building a savings. But you see, that interest is not enough. So let's take it off a little bit. What are some of the things that you can do to create for yourself a savings habit, to cultivate so that it can become part of you? Number 1 is for you to set savings goal, a clear savings goal. You need to have a clear mind about what and why you need to save, which is what I have just done now. I have given you reasons why you need to save. One thing that reason does is that reason gives you the necessary motivation to do what you need to do, right? It gives you the necessary motivation you need for you to do what you need to do. So it's critical, it's important that you have a good reason to save and you set out your objectives. Your objectives could include, as I have mentioned, emergency funding. Maybe you want to buy a house, or you are saving for a retirement, and then you can put some amount caveat to it. Set objective for yourself. Okay, from this year I want to be able to save up to ₦1 million. This year I want to be able to save up to 500,000 naira. Put it to yourself as a challenge. Set clear goals. Number 2 is follow the 5-30-20 rule. We have what we call the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule says you should allocate 50% of your income to your needs. We have mentioned needs in session 2 of this workshop, or is this session 1? We have talked about needs extensively, needs and want. So the rule says you should allocate 50% of your income to your needs, allocate 30% to your want, and then allocate 20% to your savings. It means if your income is is 100,000 naira. You are going to set aside 50,000 naira for your needs. Then you set aside 30,000 naira for the things you want, because wants are very, very important. Wants are not the money. And then thirdly, you should set 20,000 naira aside for saving. If you're able to save 20,000 naira every month for 12 months, that is 240,000 naira in a year. That is something. So, follow the rule and it will help you. Next is to automate your savings. You want to automate the process of your savings. Don't wait for you to save. Automate the process. And what does it mean? Set up automatic transfers to your savings account to ensure consistency. Set it up automatically in such a way that the moment your salary hits your account, the moment any reasonable amount hits your account, if you're a business person and you are using some of these mobile apps, they have automated savings system that helps you to deduct certain amount of money. It automatically deduct that amount of money from your account to your savings account. You don't have to be involved in the process. So you can do that, automate the process. There are so many options that are available. If you are using most of these e-banking apps, they also have these options where they can automatically deduct certain amount of money from your account to another account, on a certain date, depending on the date that you have set it. The moment the money hits the account, you can automatically remove that amount of money. So automate it and do that today. Next is reduce unnecessary expenses. You want to cut back on impulse purchases. You want to cut back on your dining. You want to cut down on your subscriptions that we have mentioned earlier. This is very, very critical, right? It is important for you to cut down, reduce unnecessary expenses. Sit down and ask yourself, what are the things you spend money on the daily basis? Are they necessary? If they are not necessary, cut them out. We have in session 2, when we talked about your needs and wants, we have looked at those things that you need and those things that are just purely wants, right? So sit down and cut down your expenses. The next is for you to start a small business and increase, is to start small and increase gradually. Start small, increase gradually. It's interesting if you have the funds and you want to start your savings big, it's okay. But if you are just starting, you have been the kind of a person that even eats more than you are earning in a month, right? You spend more than you are earning in a month. At the end of the day, you have to go and borrow and all that, and you want to start your savings. And you want to start your savings on a small scale. Start by saving small amount of money, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is, depending on your income. How small this is depends on the income that you are able to generate at the end of the day. So these are some of the tips that you can use for yourself. Now, what are the types of savings account? The types of savings account you need. Number one is your emergency fund account. Your emergency fund account is the account where you save money for emergencies. Money that will be available for you to use whenever there is emergency, unplanned, unintended issues. You understand? Whenever those issues come up, you use that money for it. So create one account for emergency fund and save the money there. Next is fixed deposit account. Fixed deposit account is the type of account that you open for the purpose of saving money so that it could accumulate interest over time. What it does is that the bank locks up that amount of money there. You can't touch it. If it is 6 months, you go there, you sign your contract of 6 months with them. If it is 1 year, if it is 2 years, if it is 5 years, you go there, you sign the contract of 5 years with them. You lock up that 2 million, that 3 million, or that 5 million there. And then it will be what? It will be accumulating more interest for you. Of course, having an emergency savings account is not as interest driven as having a fixed deposit savings account. If you have a fixed deposit savings account, the interest is more on that side. Next is high yield savings account. High yield savings account provides you better return than your regular savings account. There are savings accounts that you can open just as we spoke about a fixed deposit account. there are other options that you can use to save your money for the purpose of generating additional interest on it, right? The next is your retirement savings account. You also need to have another account where you are making savings for your retirement. This is very, very critical. This could include your pension funds and your retirement plan, just to ensure your long-term financial security. Now, let's look at some of the common savings mistakes that people make. What are the common mistakes that people make when they are trying to, make savings, and you need to avoid them? Number one is not having a plan. It is important for you to have a plan, whether the plan is in your head or the plan is on paper. Of course, as someone who is within the industry, I will always encourage you to document your plan. But if you are not the writing type, because it's not everybody that is a writing type, have your plan on your head. You understand? Set your goals on your head. Let it be there. But if you are the type that you don't have problem with writing things down, it's important for you to sit down and come up with a good plan. So not having a plan, you need to have a plan. Decide how much you are going to be saving weekly, monthly, and come up with a plan of what is the goal, how much you want to save overall, and what you want to save it for. Next is waiting for the right time to save. If you are waiting for the right time to save, that right time will never come. It will never come. So you need to be able to come up with you need to be able to just start. Now is the time to start. Today you have 3,000 naira in your account right now. Transfer 1,000 naira to your savings account. That's what you should do now, right now. So you should start right now. You have 50,000 naira in your account. Move 20,000 naira to your savings account now. Don't wait for later. Right now, as I'm watching this video, pause this video, go ahead, transfer 20,000 naira from there, your 50,000, transfer. You see, one of the challenge you may be having is thinking that money will not be enough for you. There's no amount of money that will be enough for you. So now is the time to start. Next is dipping into savings frequently. Don't start it. I always say, don't start what you cannot finish. Don't start what you cannot end. Stop dipping hands into your savings account. Never try it. Never do it. You understand? You may even want to prefer taking a loan than dipping hands into it, because once you start, your savings will never be there. Your savings will never be secure. So cultivate that habit of ensuring that you don't start it. Don't start dipping hands into your savings account. Next is ignoring inflation. Now, it's important that while you are saving, there are a lot of things you may want to consider, and not considering inflation can be a big issue, because you can save 50,000 naira now, you can save 500,000 naira, and that 500,000 naira will be reduced to just 100,000 by the time you are ready to use it, because of inflation. So don't ignore inflation. Take inflation into account. We have mentioned the different types of savings account and savings schemes that you can maintain. Choose the one that can help you cushion the effect of inflation. If you put your money, your savings in a fixed deposit, deposit account, and it is accumulating interest of, let's say, maybe 15% or 20% on per annum, maybe that 20% can help you cushion the effect of inflation, right? So these are things that you need to put into consideration. Don't ignore inflation. Put your savings in a place, in a scheme, in a system that can help you cushion the effect of inflation. Finally, building a savings culture is a crucial step towards achieving your financial stability and independence. Your financial stability and independence begins with your savings culture, begins with your savings habit, and begins with your savings account, and begins with how much you have in your savings, how much you can make available for investment when the opportunity comes, depends on how much you have in your savings. By setting clear goals, automating your savings, and avoiding the common mistakes that we have mentioned in this session, you can develop a habit that will secure your financial future. Thank you very much for participating in this session. In the fourth session, we are going to be looking at some smart investment options that you should consider, and I'm sure you don't want to miss it.
Hi there. Thank you for choosing to participate in our workshop. We're thrilled to have you on this learning journey with us. If you just came across this video online or on our channel, you can access all the workshop videos on our website at jomorc.com or on our YouTube channel at Jomo Mentorship. Looking to take your skills to the next level? Explore a wide range of in-depth courses at elearn.jomorc.com. Here's a glimpse of what we offer. Number 1, digital marketing fundamentals. Number 2, website optimization and marketing. Number 3, search engine marketing. Number 4, social media marketing. Number 5, content marketing. Number 6, email marketing. Number 7, digital analytics and reporting. Number 8, mobile marketing. Number 9, online reputation management. Number 10, artificial intelligence in digital marketing. Number 11, content creation and copywriting. And finally, number 12, affiliate and CPA marketing. Whether you prefer learning remotely or at your own pace, we've got you covered with a flexible and engaging learning experience. Visit elearn.jomorc.com today and start building the future you deserve.